Welcome to episode 2 of our Terraria Let's Play series. Today we'll be taking on the first boss of the game, which is the Eye of Cthulhu. And as you guys know, I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, so if you guys could make that happen, it'd really mean a lot to me. And let's hop straight into it. So right now I'm in the Crimson biome going up to the Sky Island that we didn't get to because we died from fall damage in the first episode. I'll see you when I get to the Sky Island. Okay, so I made it back up to the Sky Island, as you can see, and from this one we got the Celestial Magnet, and that's good for if you go Mage class, which I don't know if we will be doing, but I'm just gonna hop back down now. And see what's around on this side of the Crimson. Okay, so I found another 2 living trees, and as you can see over here is the dungeon, so we'll go look at that. From this one we got the Finch Staff, which is one of the weakest summoning items, and where nobody plays summoning because it's the worst class. Okay, so just past the dungeon I found another living wood tree, so we're gonna head down it, and we'll probably just keep heading down it to see what's at the bottom, because I think this leads to the dungeon and we might be able to get some loot from the dungeon by reaching outside the walls. There was nothing at the bottom of the living wood tree, so we're just gonna head back up and keep exploring the world. Okay, so we've reached the ocean on this side of the world, so now we're just gonna head back home. So in between episodes, I built a second NPC house for more NPCs. We're probably just going to keep expanding it this way. But now I'm going to empty out my inventory, and we're just going to keep going around to this side of the world. So I'm underground, and we got another life crystal, putting our hearts up to 320, and we also have one of those chests, which could have a really good gun in them if we can get it. And I'll see you once I make it to it. Okay, so I made it to the chest, and we got the Staff of Regrowth, which is pretty good, but we were hoping for the Boomstick, which is okay because there's more chests here. We just have to find them. Okay, so I made it to this chest, and we got the anklet, which is pretty good accessory for speed, but we're not going to be using it until we get the Tinkerer's table, so we're just going to be heading around in the jungle. Okay, so I found another ivy chest, which actually had the boomstick, which is what we were looking for, and it also has 2 teleportation potions. So let's see where that takes us. This one right to the dungeon, and this one somewhere underground in the snow biome. So let's just explore the snow biome and see what we can find until we die. Okay, so I'm still in the ice biome. We're gonna get this heart later, but from this chest we got the ice blade, which is actually a pretty good starter sword. And then we're gonna go grab this, putting our life up to 380. Or no, we're at 400, which is the max pre-hard mode. Okay, so right now we're preparing for the Eye of Cthulhu now, and I'm just gonna go get full platinum armor. I need about 35 more ore, so I'm just gonna go do a little mining, and I'll see you when I'm done. Okay, so while going mining, we got a pretty good weapon, and we also got enough for all the armor set, which we're gonna craft, and this will be our armor for the Eye of Cthulhu. For the fight, I've chosen the weapons of the Thunder Zapper for the big eye itself and the damage, and I will be using the boomstick, which will be for the small eyes and crowd control. And now I'm just gonna collect mana so that way I can get max mana, and I'll see you when I'm finished. So I've obtained the max mana, which is 200, and now we're just gonna run over to the jungle and grab a few materials to make the Axe of Regrowth. So I've gathered all the materials needed for the Axe of Regrowth, which will now replace our Iron Axe. The reason this axe is super good because it automatically replants the trees once you have chopped them. So I'm underground right now, and I found a lost girl, which is really good because she drops a lot of gold and the metal detector, which will tell us where rare stuff is. So I got the metal detector, and now we're just gonna keep heading around this cave until I feel like going back up. So I just got a notification that the Eye of Cthulhu will be spawning naturally. So we don't have an arena built, and it's still raining slime, which is not good. So I'm just gonna get as much of the arena built as I can, and we'll just see how well this first fight goes. Okay, so he spawned. He only has 4,000 health, which isn't too bad, but we also don't do that much damage, and he'll be doing more than us. So I'm just gonna keep flying towards this side of the world, and if we have to, I'll just turn around. Okay, so we defeated Eye of Cthulhu without using our arena, which is actually pretty good, and I don't think we dropped below 300. So yeah, we're going to open up our treasure bag, and we're going to equip our Shield of Cthulhu. The shield's good because it has a dash ability, so you can bounce into enemies, and we're also going to go place the relic soon. but we're gonna see if we can summon King Slime real quick. So slime stopped falling from the sky, which is kind of sad because we didn't get to beat the King Slime, but I think I have enough stuff to summon him. If we check our platinum bars, we only have 2, so we just need a bit more platinum, and then we can make the crown and the summon. So I was just above the jungle looking for cave systems that I haven't been in, and we found another sky island because I saw the water, which this one brought us the Star Fury. I really like this sword because it fires stars down. This is one of my favorite weapons in the whole game. And actually it will be replacing the Ice Blade. And I'll see you once I get the King Slime summon. So while I was mining, I found an enchanted sword shrine, which is a pretty good sword. Just 23 damage and also fires off a projectile. This is also one of the in-game swords that we will be needing for the Zenith, which we will be crafting towards the end of the game. So I got the slime crown right here, and I also made the hook so that way we can dodge easier. And now we're just gonna head straight into the fight. So the King Slime fight was much easier than Eye of Cthulhu because he was also had 1,000 less health. So now we're just gonna grab both of our relics and just place them down at the start of the arena. And we're gonna try to keep all the relics in order of the way we obtain them. But now we're just gonna open the treasure bag and we're gonna equip the slime mount because this is really good if you want to fall fast, which is good for the elevator. The slime gun is completely useless because it does no damage, but the solidifier completely useless unless you want to for some reason use slime blocks to build. And the royal gel just makes slimes friendly to you, which we won't be using because slimes are pretty weak. That's gonna be all for this episode of Terraria. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to help my channel grow so we can hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.